just don't make sense, and you need a friend. Grab a hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the William Street Swap Shop.
Thanks for joining us.
Take a deep breath, hold it in, block out all the other stuff, say a little bit more, eat something, and then exhale.
Right off the bat, I want to say you saw in the bike open that Matt and I rode our bikes. We shake hands. That's what we do in the William Street Swap Shop. For a while, my bike tire was stolen, and I didn't have a bike. And I've let everyone know I had a bike now for about a week, and it's been great. I've been riding around, feeling better, more fit than ever. And I also had a great idea to put on my new my dating profile, that if you see me out in the city, I'd love for you to, if you're riding a bike, to ride a bike with me, or just crash into me in your car. And then I put in parentheses, like the Dave Matthews song, because it would be funny if someone actually hit me on their car. That'd be a great story to tell our kids someday. Like, yeah, I met your mom. She rear-ended me with her Honda Civic, and I flew off my bike.
Yeah.
Went to the hospital, and we started dating, and now we're married.
Is that the lengths you would go to for love?
That's it. And Valentine's Day is coming up. I think that's what I would do.
So you guys heard it here. This Valentine's Day, you got to find Zach on his bike. You ladies who might be interested, make sure it's him. Get real close, and then swerve the car into him. Happy Valentine's Day.
Crash into me. You know the song I'm talking about.
Yeah. I listened to it this morning, and sometimes I pull into work. I got a lot of responsibilities at this job. In addition to the swap shop, I have some very high-level, network-level responsibilities.
Right.
Hey, is it tough? Yes. Did I ask for it? Yes. Do I accept the responsibility and take it on? Every single week. But there's certain mornings where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
Right.
Put in my Dave Matthews Band CD, turn the treble all the way up, and just give myself about 5 more minutes in the car.
Listen to Crash.
99% epic.
You know how some people have this big subwoofer
Right.
in their trunk?
Yeah.
The big, like 12-inch speaker?
Yeah.
I went to the car stereo guys. I'm like, give me the tweeters. Just the tiniest speakers you got. 1/2 inch, please. Got about 5,000 of them in my trunk. Treble like you wouldn't believe.
Really? It's a great way to listen to your favorite band, and then a great song to listen to if you're ever driving your car and you want to crash into me on my bike. It kind of reminds me of that soundbite we have of the gentleman saying he wants us to throw coffee in his face. I want to be crashed into on
I
my
want
bike.
both of you to throw coffee in my face.
So that's it. I want you to crash your car into my bike. Am I a guy who likes to be punished violently? Maybe. But first things comes first, I'm a swapper, and we'll talk about S&M on another show. NBD, SMH.
Do you think your willingness to be abused is a problem in your relationships?
And that's one of them. But I accept that, and I move forward with it, and until I find the right person who likes it, I'll just keep going.
You've tuned into the William Street Swap Shop, whether it's your 500th episode, I think we just crossed 500,
Right.
or your first. We welcome you equally, all nationalities and religions. and belief systems.
That's it. You're all more than welcome here. Pull up a chair. If you like to stand, that's cool too. Some people like to stand when they take public transportation. And if you're on public transportation watching us now, put in your headphones. Please be mindful of the other passengers and enjoy what we're about to talk about for the next 55 minutes.
And if you got litter, you see it, pick it up, put it in a trash can, make a difference.
Right.
Why be part of the problem
Please.
when you can watch the William Street Swap Shop, be part of the
That's what
solution?
I'm talking about.
Pay someone a compliment. Call up a relative and say, hey, you know what? I thought it was just reminded of a really funny story you did once. Spread kindness. That's what it's all about. If you can't swap an item, swap a good, positive message.
Just like that movie with William H. Macy, John Travolta, and the kid from The Sixth Sense.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward. Where they, and everybody, there's like all the stuff that happens, and then the final line of the movie, they all turn to the camera and say, huh, guess all I needed to do was
Pay it forward. And then then it cuts to his finger on an email, forward, and he forwards the payment.
Well, we welcome you to the show. My name is Matt,
My name is Zach, and it's always a pleasure to have you here.
and it's a deal.
It's a deal.
We've had this. That was one of our longest handshakes.
Right. I'd say, how long did that last for? 9 minutes.
9
almost.
minutes
Yeah.
or so.
Wow. Well, we could just pretty much shut the studio down now. We've done it.
We asked you guys, this is how we make this show.
Shutdown initiated.
Just a little dubstep to wake me up, maybe.
So,
Feel great. Right as rain. Fresh and recharged.
yeah.
Fresh and recharged.
I've got the old, when you charge up my content bot,
Right.
I've got the old charger, like an iPhone 4.
Right.
Zach's got a Thunderbolt charger. And when I run out of juice, we say, does anybody group email to the office? Anyone got the old iPhone 4 charger? I left mine at home. Not, parentheses, the Thunderbolt one.
Right. And then sometimes if Matt's feeling, one time he was trying to be funny and he was like, and if you try and bring me the Thunderbolt again, I'm going to strike you with lightning. And he says, because I'm making godly content in my office. Like Zeus.
So the way we make this show...
I was actually about to comment,
Yeah.
my arm, and this is before I forget, after that handshake, I feel like my right muscles are a lot more, like, they're kind of tired. I need the rest of my arm. Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror and see, like, one arm's bigger than the other, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's the arm I was shaking hands with on the swap shop all the time?
I have that with my calves. Like, I lift so much weights. I just bench all the time. My upper body. So my upper body's huge, and then conversely, I've just let my lower body wither and atrophy.
Right.
So my calves look kind of like a deflated sheepskin
Right.
balloon. Does that make sense?
Sounds about right. I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to interrupt about what you were previously discussing. I just remembered it was worth mentioning. Every time we shake hands for a long time, my arm always gets really tired. It's a good exercise. Try it at home with a friend. Just shake hands, or do it without. Just stand. You see people standing at stoplights who are always running in one place. Try just shaking hands in one place. It's a great way to exercise, and also a great way to practice if you finally do meet somebody. Some people print business cards. I shake hands invisibly at stoplights.
Somebody on the chat is promoting shrimpandjazz.com. That's my old one of my old business ventures here at William Street. Check it out sometime.
Really?
Shrimpandjazz.com.
Okay.
Thanks for the plug. So the way we make this show, it's interesting. We write scripts. We put them in an envelope, sit them in a desk, say we're not going to use that. That's not the audience's ideas. That was ours. we take that over across the street to where they make the large soup stock
Right.
and say burn it in the soup stock burner.
This is the only copy? Get rid of it.
And the man who makes soup over there is like, not again. But then we do it. And then we say, we've thrown that out. We're going to get ideas from you guys. And a little while back, we'd said, we shake hands every day. Will somebody like plot how much time we spend shaking hands in like a trend thing?
Right.
And we've been sort of ignoring that. But I wanted to get into that. We got inboxed.
Right.
We're going to do a little getting inboxed with the results that we've had. Most recent handshaking data. Computer, let's go ahead and load up getting inbox, please. So
this is important. It's the
right
first
to the email.
Yeah, we
What
have
do
a
you
lot
think?
that are piling up that we need to go through. We're at like 14 gigs of our 15 gig a lot of Google Drive,
gotta
so we need to clean it up.
Throwing some of them away.
Right.
Chris said, attached is a PDF of the most recent handshaking graph. Chris has been making these handshaking graphs, and we want to thank him for this because it's interesting.
This is already kind of old news. This was 9 days ago, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Sorry, Chris.
Apologies.
I have also included a few comments to give some context and to describe some of the variability we are observing. I hope this serves as positive feedback to keep up the great work. We didn't ask him to say that. He just said that.
Right. And I send my emails more of like a thanks with an exclamation point, but Chris prefers cheers. So I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this. What does it all mean?
Yeah. So we're looking at, here's the first little point of interest. On December 3rd, I guess, was when Anthony Kiedis sent us an email from the Red Hot Chili Peppers and said, please stop shaking hands.
Right.
And I guess he got in our head a little bit.
Right.
Because we seem to have, the duration of our handshake went down from there.
Right.
But I want to point out, just a few days later, we bounced back. It jumped way back up.
But right
December
before my
9th.
birthday, about the highest it ever, as you can see over there on the left, duration
Seconds.
in seconds. So about 350 seconds, 360 worth of seconds of handshaking.
Yeah. And then on the 15th of December, was that our whole show we did standing? That was sort of a failed experiment,
Right.
I think.
Yeah. That was, we only shook hands for 1 second.
Yeah. So one takeaway is the more we stand, the less we shake hands.
Right. So on the other shows that don't have dots in between, I guess those are just
Just
keeps
missing
average.
plot. Well, we missed those shows. That was when we took our holidays off.
Oh, that's right.
You did your little prison sentence.
Yeah,
And I spent time with my family.
that's it. So as you can see, it kind of fluctuates, but the 2 times we've had the almost right there in second place is November 13th. It looks like November 14th,
Yeah.
around that time period. And I think that was right before the holiday break. We were feeling jazzed. Matt and I were feeling kind of in sync with each other. And I think what this data shows is the longer we shake hands, the more we're in a positive, friendly relationship. So the days where it does go down on that standing episode, that was kind of sad. But as you can see, it moved back up in January. But it's continuing to drop.
People will probably complain, say, hey, you can make this data do whatever you want. That's not true. It's just cold, hard facts.
Right.
So if this isn't what you wanted to see from the handshaking graph, sorry, but
Yeah.
this is the America, you actually live in.
Right.
So,
These are the facts.
and Chris, we thank you. And I look forward to today's. I think might actually eclipse the previous record.
Right. I think so.
Because that was, hey, come on in to the swap
Hello.
shop.
Welcome. Step on inside, please.
Whenever they're quiet like this at first, I expect there's gonna be like some horrific,
Right.
thing that comes out of their mouth right away
Right.
first.
I expect to hear the sound of like a train, something really loud, like a
Yeah.
or a dubstep drop.
Are you alive still, caller?
Doesn't sound like it.
Lost the nerve.
Right.
He was gonna tell us off.
Right.
He lost
That might have been Anthony Kiedis. He might have said, yeah, that graph is BS. It's baloney, man. And you know how much it's baloney? I'm going to write a song about it after this. And then in about 6 months, don't be surprised if you see a single swap shop is baloney.
Yeah, it probably happened pretty soon here
Right.
because they're going on tour.
Balonification is what it would.
We got we have a mutual friend, Anthony Kiedis and I. I'm gonna tell him today, like, hey man, tell your boy Kiedis to stop calling my show and just hanging up.
Right.
It's impolite.
We know he got injured recently on tour and they've taken a break. But just because he's injured and bored doesn't mean he needs to call us and bother us. He should be doing other stuff. He lives in California.
Did he
They
get
got
injured?
skateboards? I think so, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skateboards. Well, I don't know if he's actually injured anymore. I think they're just on hiatus. Or they are touring. I don't know. I think they're on a big tour. I'm just saying, if you're in California, Anthony, you got a lot of stuff to do besides just calling us. It's still early. He should still be in bed.
Hey, come on in.
Hey guys,
Hello.
Hey. How you doing?
doing good. I
Well-
just got back from a walk outside with nature.
Welcome to the swap shop.
Nice.
How were the outdoors? Is it cold up there?
It was a little chilly, but I had my jacket on, so it was okay.
Good.
Really, really bright and sunny.
Have you done something positive
Fine.
or kind today?
Nothing really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you still have a whole day ahead of you to do that.
It's your world. I'm on the way out.
Right.
So whatever acts of kindness you can perform is what's really going to make the difference.
How much more time do you think you have left, Matt?
25,
Minutes?
30 years.
Oh, years?
But I won't be relevant for all that time.
Right. When do you want to
You
stop?
don't think the swap shop will be around like 20 years from now?
We'll see about that.
When do you think is a good time to stop swap shop? At what age do you think we should stop before we are the ones who are emailing other streaming shows and tell them to stop shaking hands in about 30 years?
This is a little bit scandalous, but I suspect Zach is actually grooming my replacement. He's joining us today.
Oh no.
Adam, our new production
Adam,
intern.
yeah.
He's
here.
He's sort of like
He kind of looks like
20
Matt.
years ago.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, same hair color.
We didn't tell him about this.
What can I say? We gotta keep the show going, Matt.
Adam, do you want to come on the show? Are you camera shy, or can you? You can just come and wave real quick. This is my replacement, Adam.
Yeah, maybe just do a side by side, a shot, a slow
Yeah.
zoom in on.
Just one. You don't have to talk or anything yet. But
Here he comes.
he already told me he likes this guy a lot. He thinks he's got a great future at the company.
Right.
And frankly, if it were me, I would. Yeah, we'll go. Come on down. Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful smile. New guy. New fresh look. Matt, I'm sorry. It's time to upgrade the swap shop.
Wouldn't you want? I wouldn't blame you guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel about coming and taking over my job?
Do we still have the caller on the line?
Yeah, hello. Welcome to. This is Adam. He's our new replacement.
Caller?
There's a little lag on the stream. I haven't seen him yet.
That's okay. He can just chat with you.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, yeah, he's a handsome guy. I like his hair.
Yeah, it looks just like him, huh?
Got a good smile.
What do you have to say, Adam?
Looks a little bit like Matt. He could be like your brother.
Right.
I think that's what we have just
Or a young
established.
Matt could have possibly had a son a long time ago that he didn't
I
know
could be
about.
his
You could be
son.
his son. That would be a twist on the swap shop.
What if I am his son?
It's possible.
It's gonna be
Right. Do you have any questions for our new host?
yeah, let's hear him.
Are you excited for Swap Shop?
Yes?
You want to do Swap Shop?
Yes, that's why I'm on it right now. Excited.
I think Adam is a great talent, and Adam, we haven't told you this, but we have a lot of in store and planned for you for the 2017 year. Don't tell Matt though. I think it'll be really fun, and we're gonna bring this is the year we make the show really great.
We should
and
fire
make it
him.
fresh, full of fresh air. I don't know about firing him, but I think we should
Oh.
definitely kind of tell him, hey Matt, we're taking it in a new direction.
Right. Younger.
Yeah.
Right. Better.
I'm throwing
haircuts.
out acronyms, and sometimes Matt comes and asks me after the show. He's like, Zach, why were you talking about NBD and stuff like that? And I'm like, Matt, he couldn't operate Skype that one day. I think he's just kind of getting out of touch. And I was like, I need somebody who's a little younger and who's hip and current with technology.
WTF,
Yeah.
NBD, BRB,
SMH.
TTYL.
That's it.
LOL.
What does the other one, TFW?
I've never known what that means,
Right.
but it's on everything.
I thought you would know, Adam.
I have no idea.
No? What does TFW mean?
That feel win, I think.
That feel win.
Isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
That's what it stands for.
I think so.
Interesting.
TFW. That
Like
feel
that
win.
feel win.
Isn't that it?
That feel win, Matt.
TIL
Not gonna do swap
is
shop.
today.
Today is long.
Yeah, today is long.
Is it?
That's it. Yeah.
It's
T-
gotta
like
be.
OMG TIL. This class will never end.
ABCD.
Yeah. So Matt, what we're saying is Matt needs to. We were trying to make Matt get up to date with these technologies, these acronyms. I talk about curved TVs. I talk about new software, new apps, and Matt's just kind of, I think it's time to leave him in the dust.
Does he know what a VR headset is?
A VR headset. Matt, do you know what a VR headset is?
Probably not.
I don't think you need me. You guys are doing a great job. It's been a really exciting few minutes of the show.
I think this is.
I have
How
an
are our viewers?
interesting,
We have our
idea
viewers.
for Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, yeah, what's going on?
I mean, if Matt, if he's going to retire from Swap Shop, he
Yeah.
could do. He looks like the kind of guy who could do Western movies. Like he could be like the new John Wayne.
Hey Matt. They said that if you're
Make
gonna.
a really good.
Let me tell him he doesn't have a headset in. They said if you want to do if you want to retire from Swap Shop, you can do Western movies. You'd be like a new John Wayne. That'd be pretty cool.
He didn't look too happy when we told him.
I could see that. High Plains Drifter coming on in. You recognize him from Swap Shop, but now he's a big Western commando.
Cowboy boots.
Yep.
Horse.
Some fringe.
Fringe.
That's it. Matt's dad was in the original movie Midnight Swapper. It was a film in the 1960s based off of Midnight Cowboy, but it was about he opened up a swap shop in downtown Atlanta.
What'd they swap in that one?
He swapped his career. He gave up his career. He became a full-time swapper. He said, "I don't want to no longer." Yeah.
Now he's here.
And he raised
How
a family in
about that?
Atlanta, and then Matt has taken over the swap shop.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Yeah. Do you want to try it with me, Matt? Without me?
I want to hear about Adam's big
Matt.
ideas. He seems real ambitious about his taking over. So, what's your 3-point plan?
3-point plan. Well, let's see. First, next swap shop. Let's get a dog on here.
Okay, so there's one.
There's one right there, barking away. Okay, you need 3 points, don't you? It's the second point. There you go. We'll get some cows in here. Dogs, cows,
Okay.
cowboy episode.
So all your ideas are farm animals?
Yeah, that seems to be where my brain's going at the moment. It's farm animals. Get some crickets. I like the sound effects.
And then is crickets the third one?
No, I was just talking. Let's see, third one. Yeah, crickets. I like the crickets.
Okay.
Maybe get a little lizard in here to eat the crickets on camera live.
I think the crickets will just happen naturally.
Yeah, I think you're right, because there they are again. Just like the old outdoors.
Well,
We can go camping.
yeah. Did you watch the show about 2 weeks ago, bro?
No, I didn't. Did you already go camping? Well, I've been here for 4 days. That's where it is. I just took over
No,
the swap shop.
You've been a great sport. Thank you for coming out, and
Yeah, I'll
I'm
give
going
you
to give
your
Zach his
headset back.
headset back.
Thank you, Adam.
Yep, absolutely.
As you can see, that's a new tease of what Swap Shop's going to look like in the new season. Thank you, Adam. It's a deal, Adam. What did you think of that? Who's calling in? Would you watch that show, or would you prefer Matt stick around? We're all about here at Adult Swim is focus group testing.
I thought he's got
This is
he's got the
mid-20s,
look,
Right.
but we got to work on the we
Okay.
just got to groom him.
Maybe we could have
I'm gonna-
another boloing ceremony. Fun fact, on our Wikipedia page, the only person who has ever been officially boloed is our technical director right now, Jacques Louis-May.
That's right. The only other bolo
Oh,
member of
oh,
the team.
Right.
I thought about boloing Adam, and then I thought it wouldn't be right. He
Right.
hasn't gone through the.
He's got to earn it.
Yeah.
Alice hasn't even been boloed. We should have a ceremony, a boloing ceremony one day.
Yeah. She wore the bolo in that intro, though.
She did, but she's never been officially boloed. I'm sorry, Matt. I think the show's
I would
great,
really
going in
miss
a great
that.
direction with you, but I think it's great to know Adam exists if you're ever out sick or you take a PTO day. We
Yeah.
can bring Adam in as a substitute.
No, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And I got to tell him something right now, actually. That's not going to be comfortable for any of us. You guys were joking about him being my son, but
Yeah. It's just a joke.
maybe Adam, the real reason why you got the internship is because we needed to reunite because Zach is your dad.
What?
So chew on that.
I'm not gonna. I think to talk about it on the show any further would just incriminate me, so I think it's best to just maybe move on.
Okay, we'll move on.
But I don't mind being. Hey, I would love to be a dad. I think I'd be a great dad. I've talked about it before, and in fact, maybe after I take my profile.
Wait, you've been a dad before?
I've talked about it being a
Oh.
dad before. I think after I take out on my dating profile that I want someone to crash into me on my bike, I'll put I'd love to be a dad someday too. Looking for kids. So if you're not, swipe the other direction.
I had a friend, well, it was kind of more of an acquaintance,
Right.
who was for like 10 years, he was a sperm donor. That's how he made side cash.
Right.
And I just always think you'd walk around like if you saw somebody who kind of looks like you, for the rest of your life.
Right.
I couldn't handle that.
You almost create a little bit of your own, I guess, your own little group, like a boys group or a girls group, like a music group,
Mhm.
like the Black Eyed Peas.
Are they all related?
Yeah. PC Honky Boy in chat says Zach's never been kissed. That's untrue. I have been kissed a lot, but I haven't done other things a lot. So
Come on into the William Street Swap Shop. You're live with
How are you?
Matt and Zach.
I'm doing fantastic. How are
Good.
you?
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm working from home because I'm sick. It's Krista from San
Oh, hey,
Antonio.
Krista.
Hey, Krista.
We haven't chatted in
I
a
know.
while. How are
you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm supposed to be listing someone's house, but I'm watching Swap Shop, so there's that.
Nice. We'll do the description for you right now. You can use it on the little video description
Right.
thing. Hey, say, entertainers delight with 3 great bedrooms and an open concept floor plan. You're gonna love where you can put chips, and the flat screen wall is one of the best ones in the city. Now buy this house and don't overthink it.
Perfect quaint getaway in the nestled in a beautiful neighborhood with lovely children all around and lovely adults who raise their kids well, so they won't mess with your home. And you have great windows and a fireplace on those nice, cold, cozy nights. The air conditioning works, and you don't have any neighbors that will complain about noise complaints. So play up your bass and have a great time moving into this beautiful condo.
And
Those are great, but we only get 250 characters in MLS.
Oh,
okay.
maybe we could trim that
How
down
about-
or speed it up.
NBD, this is we already no. I don't like this.
Like houses, you're gonna love this one. NBD, check it out.
How about just this? No murders here have happened, period. Great walls, and the water is excellent. Come check it out.
No lead in the water, no murders in the house, no hauntings in the basement. Great place to live with your family.
So you're doing a little real estate work these days, Krista?
Yeah, I've usually done property management, but now I'm doing like sales, so I'm the one that has to write those cheesy descriptions like stunning home, must see, cozy fireplace to entertain your guests.
Yeah. Did you ever
Nobody died here.
You ever come across an extremely uncozy fireplace?
Actually, yeah, I listed a house yesterday and I put cozy fireplace to entertain your guests, and then I sent it to the seller and she said, can you please remove that? That's actually a freestanding fireplace.
Oh.
And I felt like a real idiot, and I said, wow, could have fooled me. Looked real.
You should have.
I'll change that.
You could have wrote back and said, let's just try and fool them and we'll get. Well, no, that's not good practice. We talked about doing kindness today. You don't want to get more money.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Right.
morals that come in there.
Yeah. I think that would be great, though, to have a standing fireplace. We don't need it as much down here in the south, but it does get cold on wintry nights, and there's nothing better than getting a fire going, pulling up some logs, and just kicking back and relaxing. Sometimes I watch the fireplace on Netflix, but that would be great because now I can just watch it in real life and save on my cable and maybe my electric bill.
You should make that your 250 words is all about save on cable by not watching streaming video fireplace on Netflix because you now have real fireplace.
That's it. But don't touch it. Fireplaces are hot. My younger sister, the first word she ever...
I actually was calling. I have a funny story about Anthony Kiedis.
Oh,
nice.
So, my dad and my stepmom...
Is it SF Dub?
Yeah. He's a wild guy.
I'll make it SF Dub.
Okay.
All right.
Give us PG-13's okay.
Yeah, we were talking about the BFG the other day, like the big F and Giants. I think PG-13 works, but yeah.
Okay, well, my stepmother was born and raised in Los Angeles, and she had a little apartment like 20 years ago. I don't know. She tells this story a lot, so everyone's heard it except for you guys because you don't know her. But she always used to be in her apartment doing what she does, her recreational activities. And one day she was in her house and somebody knocked on the door and it was Anthony Kiedis, and she answered the door and she was like, "Oh my God."
What year was
what's
this?
That? It was like, but I don't know. She's old.
Okay.
Don't put this online. She's old.
So this was like in his prime when he was like, he had just gotten his back tattoo.
Maybe.
And maybe he just done scar tissue.
Stopped. She was like, "Well, what's up?" And he said, "I see you taking out your trash all the way from the back of the apartment to the front every Tuesday and Thursday, and I just want to take your trash out for you."
What a gentleman.
And I know, so I'm just like pretty torn because like he doesn't like you guys shaking hands, but he took out my stepmom's garbage for a long time, and I just feel like I don't know what to do. I thought he was a good guy, but he really just wanted some herbal things that she grew, and he had said that it was some of the best stuff in town, so that is how she got him to take out her trash.
Oh, so he kind of was an original swapper.
Yeah,
I'll swap a service for you. I'll take out your trash. In addition, you hook me up with those plants in your backyard because I like to plant. I want to plant some.
We should say, I guess we should have said this way back when we started the celeb beef, but we don't know it was Anthony Kiedis. We just assumed because it was an Anthony that sent the email.
And we know a lot of celebrities are watching.
So I already wrote him a really angry email, so sorry.
Well, maybe we should apologize to Anthony and into the beef and say, "Anthony, we're sorry. Thank you so much for helping Chris's stepmom."
Yeah. We'll squash the beef now.
Okay,
Yeah, we should. Anthony Kiedis, sorry. I think we got the wrong Anthony, and we want to thank you all those years ago when you helped Krista's stepmom take the trash out to the curb. That was actually something we believe in very much, kindness and swapping in the act of kindness. I apologize directly to you, and I apologize to the Red Hot Chili Peppers family.
I just want to reiterate that, Anthony, you're I always enjoyed your music, and I was a little sad to see you send that email. So now I think it's better that you, you did what you had to do.
There we go.
You did, if you don't like us shaking hands, we understand. But we understand you're also a great, talented young man, older man now, but you were young when you helped Krista's stepmom. And I bet if she were still living in Los Angeles, you'd still be helping her out now. And she'd still be growing having those plants for you. It's a fair trade.
It was a really good deal.
Yeah.
This concept I don't understand. Why would Zach be Krista?
I don't know. Krista, if you're watching the swap shop right now, we have your face. My mouth is underneath your face.
But she didn't she wouldn't apologize to Anthony.
I guess I would have been. I'm apologizing as myself, unless I guess I'm apologizing as Krista. Hey, Anthony, I'm sorry. I watched the swap shop. They're a crazy group of guys, and sometimes they offend people like you, and I'm sorry, and they just apologize. And you're a great singer and songwriter. Is that better?
Yeah.
Sure. So my face is apologizing to him.
I guess so, yeah.
That one.
It was a swap concept.
Yeah. They don't all work.
Okay.
What about, well, Krista can't see it, but what about this face? It's like a meme. That face you make when you're in the wrong for upsetting Anthony Kiedis. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry.
I've seen that meme before.
Oh.
Well, Krista, I hope you feel better. Is it just a cold? It's nothing serious, right?
No, nothing serious. I just don't feel good, and I don't want to be around all the people in my office.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just the worst.
Don't
you worry that they might be watching this, like with the rest of the millions of Americans?
Is there anything we should do
that would suck. I just heard that I got a text message, like, you know how it beeps when you're on the phone, and that might have been one of them saying, "How dare you call us the worst?"
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could make up for you in addition, in the good nature that we just discussed with Anthony taking your stepmom's garbage out. Maybe we could make up for you and help either write the listing on the house or put up an out of office message for you, or something.
Yeah.
Do you have any other activities you need us to do at work? For work today?
Here's what if they are watching, I'm going to address them directly right now.
All right.
Okay. Hang on to Krista. Don't make her mad because she's an asset to the company. She's doing great work. And guess what else? She's giving you an edge by being on this show that young people watch. Guess what the next generation of house buyers are? They're all on the internet streaming this show right now. So if you want to place your bets on this older, more established San Antonio community, by all means. But Krista's looking ahead to the future. She's protecting your interests. And guess what else? She needs a big old raise.
Lots of money.
That's what I'm talking
a lot more vacation days. If we had our knives, we could actually make it happen. Because if people haven't been tuning into the show for a while, if you're a new viewer, one time we held up knives and told Krista, her future employer, to hire her.
Yeah,
actually
you
did,
guys
right?
have really helped me in my career. I mean, I couldn't have done it without you.
And it was all because.
So when I'm on Millionaire Real Estate Agent, I'll be sure to invite you guys and give all the credit to you.
Okay. I think we deserve about 20%.
Yeah, I'd say a little more.
Okay.
You guys helped me get through 12-1 here in San Antonio.
That's right, Central Time.
We love our 12-1 viewers the best. We never said it before.
Right. This just gave me an idea for a 12-hole segment, Matt.
No.
Maybe we could say if you're
the
out sick today.
1142 hole.
The 1142 hole. If you're out sick today, we'll help you do your work or write you an out-of-office message.
Okay.
So if it's the cold season, people are getting sick. If you're out sick today and you need us to do work, we'll help you with work. But it has to be work you can take, usually writing or something, sending emails. But you really can't come over and rake leaves at your house unless you live close to Atlanta. But we can do anything else. Email.
I got about 48 emails unread. If you want me to just forward them to you.
Yeah, just forward all of them and we'll do our best. And then you pick one really good one that you're having difficult deciding how to respond, and Matt and I will help you decide over the air.
And you guys won't share their social security numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Someone
in chat just said Matt has really nice skin. 10 Rhinoceratops.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
I think it's battered.
You use
damaged by
vitamin E infused moisturizer?
We were discussing. I have a new friend, an adult male friend, and we were discussing it at home about. I think he lotions his face a lot.
There's nothing wrong with that. I do it sometimes too.
I don't lotion my face. I think you can tell.
Matt just got a new mole.
Whoa.
We talked about it on Tuesday. He got a new mole on his face. Did you see that, Krista?
No, I didn't see his new mole. I mean, lotion your face. It's going to get dry.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. Suntan lotion, sure.
Have you heard of the phones of mole skin on them? Matt was like, yeah, I already got that. And then he was making a joke about it. It was an appearance at the store.
Yeah.
Mole skin. See?
Zach, I really needed a friend the other day, and I Skyped you, and I don't know. You just weren't there.
I'm sorry. I haven't been on Skype lately. I didn't know you tried to Skype me. I think I accidentally logged off. We used to use it to interview our interns, so then I logged off after I was using it. I'll log back on. I owe you a Skype, Krista. You and Nolan.
I was at Best Buy the other day, and they had the curved TVs, and I was actually just there getting an Ethernet cable, and the guy came up to me next to all these crazy expensive TVs, and he was like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I just looked at him and I said, "Don't waste your time on me. I don't have any money." Exactly. That's what I said.
See, now, if I was on Skype, now I feel like I'm missing out. You could have pulled me up on Skype. Like, I don't want to buy a curved TV, but my friend who doesn't like to leave the house, he would like to buy one. Can you explain and he could do a salesmanship pitch on the phone.
I want to buy all of them.
Not on the phone holding it, but actually talking to me. And I'm like, so tell me about that curve over there. And then he'll walk over.
For the curve.
And I think I'm going to take my business somewhere else. And then, Chris, you walk on out of the store.
Were the curved TVs deeply discounted? Did you notice? I'm curious. I'm following the storyline. I've heard they're on their way out.
They were pretty expensive. I bought like a big non-curved TV for like $500, and I thought it was pretty big and cool. And then like these guys were like $10,000.
Wow. See, I'm telling you, the stocks are still up.
Did you say you were buying an Ethernet cable or HDMI cable?
An Ethernet cable, because somebody at the office was saying their Wi-Fi was too slow, so I had to buy a Thunderbolt adapter because we used Mac, and then a freaking Ethernet cable, only to find out that none of the Ethernet ports in our office work. So that was fun.
Or like Ether not.
Pretty much. All right, guys. Well, I'll free up the line.
All right. Thank you, Krista.
Good
We hope you
talking to
feel
you,
better.
Krista.
Good luck with
Have a great day.
your work. You too. Thank you.
We should get back to the inbox.
Right. We haven't gotten to the
offline.
Inbox. I saw PC Honky Boy in chat saying, "Get to the items, please." But sorry, we got business, and then we'll get to the.
Well, Visk was asking in the chat about the apron.
Oh, that's right.
And that's like the next thing we wanted to talk about.
Right.
Well, the second to next thing.
Right.
Next inbox. Let's get this going real quick. We talked yesterday about conceptual art show Zach wants to have.
Right. This actually wasn't my idea. This was just to give credit to where credit's due. This is Joey's original idea. He didn't take it from anybody. This is his idea.
We're running with it. He didn't know how to really go for it. So this is, we asked for pictures of people's feet in a cabinet.
Right.
That was Joey's the art director of this concept.
Joey, yeah.
And so there we go. There's Mitch's. You got one right there.
First art show. Can't wait.
If you guys have your foot in a cabinet, it doesn't have to be this positioning. It doesn't even have to be, make it your own.
Right.
Send it to Zach.
Not my
Zach's
personal email.
dating profile on Tinder.
Just thewilliams.swap@gmail.com email.
Sure.
I'd love to see those feet in cabinets, though. Great art project. Great way to break the ice, too. We talked about breaking the ice yesterday.
What does he have in there? Like Epsom salts?
Looks like some motor oil.
What if there was like the O.J. Simpson glove in there? The other one they never found. Looks like some shoe polish on the left.
Or what was the national treasure Nicolas Cage was looking for?
The Holy Grail?
That's it, yeah.
He's got a great Aqua Teen Hunger Force calf tat.
That's it. He's covering up like some Clorox wipes. Looks like there's some tall kitchen bags beneath his foot there, and there's a paper bag there that he uses. I bet he uses that. It's just recycling or something. What about the artist, the reason I'm picking these photos to show you people's feet in cabinets is to show you the contrast between people's household items with the most ancient condition, just no socks, no pants, just an ancient condition of their skin touching the cabinets, putting their foot, something that's been around for millions of years on humans, their feet in cabinets with items that are made in the last century.
It really speaks to our shared humanity.
Right.
And then let's go one more inbox deep here. I'm going to get the short version of this because this day has run by fast. Visk, we did a little like who can do the best deed, social good deed to win Taylor's Wonder Woman apron. Well, Visk won. She chose him. And we said, take a picture of yourself doing a good deed in it.
That's the only way he'll get her book.
Give you a bonus gift. So Visk, here he is. He's volunteering at his local Goodwill or whatever they have up there in the Wonder Woman apron. We'll zoom in a little bit on the left one there. If you missed that episode, this was a swapped item from our previous production assistant, Taylor.
Wow.
And there he is wearing it.
Beautiful.
He really rocks it out good. I'm glad to see it made their pristine condition.
But he made a very great suggestion, I thought,
Right.
to give it back up to swap for the next good deed from someone else.
Oh, okay. Wow. So it's like kind of like a good
We talked
natured
about
teddy bear or
paying it
something.
forward. We're
That's
going to
it.
pay forward the apron. So give us a call if you want to today. Pitch what your idea is, your good deed, your social work, your contribution to making this world a little better place in IRL, and you'll get this apron. We'll have Visk send it straight over.
Sounds like a deal to me. It's like the traveling robot that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Went all across Canada, no problems.
The
It got to-
hitchhiking robot,
That's
yeah.
it, yeah. And as you know, it got to Philadelphia. A lot of problems. But it's better now. They're making it stronger so no one can damage it. And I don't think anyone will. I think this is a true test that we can make this apron do what the robot couldn't and travel across all. If we could get in all 50 states.
Yeah. Get a good deed in all 50 states. Visk is in Connecticut.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can mark Connecticut off, and then next swap, we'll swap it to someone else who lives in another state. And if we can get it to 50 swappers before the year ends, I'll
Pizza party for all 50.
people will fly you all down to Atlanta for a pizza party.
That's it.
At my
That's
apartment.
the good deed pizza party.
Not
so
in the
somebody
studio.
else make a.
You will come to my house. I'll put on Netflix.
This is good because it builds like we got to get a momentum. We got to do it every week,
Right.
and we got to get like people on the ball from
That's
all
right.
50 states to cooperate. If
Right.
you don't mail it to the next person, then the whole thing falls apart.
That's right. Do you want to be a part of this exclusive party? I think you do, because I would love to have you over for a pizza party.
I'm getting blown up on my texts here. Sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
So, anyway, give us a call, 413-961-4263. I've memorized that number. It's taken about 1.5 years, but I have it in all up here now.
Just for fun, I memorized it in about 6 months ago, I would say.
What's that sound?
I think we know what that sound is, everybody. There it is.
Yeah,
This
12 volt.
hasn't gotten old.
Somebody
Just kidding.
said
This is
replace the
great.
ball. Replace the ball with Zach's rolling head.
Oh, we can do that.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Re-render it out?
Yeah. We'll make more. What other places? What are other holes we could do? We could do a cavern, and it could be a cave person throwing a rock into a cavern. We could do a lot of stuff with different holes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just reskin it, as they
Right,
say in
yeah.
the .com biz.
Make it new.
We actually have something. I think it's going to be a lot of fun
This
today
is it. Yeah.
for
I love
the 12
I'm
hole.
a big fan.
Preparation, we do it.
That's it.
Plans, we have them for
Perfect
the show.
timing.
We don't just make it up.
We got a new segment we'd like to introduce for the 12 hole. You're still more than welcome to call in, but this is pretty special.
We've been getting inboxed a lot, but a lot of the inboxing involves some great fan art of the show. I feel like that's not too pretentious to say fan art, viewer
No, I don't
art.
think so.
And we put together a new segment, and we're calling it Gettin' Fan Arted.
That's the first time I've seen it. I love it.
Yeah.
We should just use that for the 12 hole opening.
The Gettin' Fan
This-
Art. You want to roll it again so everyone can enjoy it one more time?
Maybe could we?
I worked real
I don't
hard
think we
on
could
it.
do it. I don't think we could. Yeah, let's roll it again. I was
Okay.
gonna say add the 12 hole music underneath it.
I didn't realize it was green.
Great song choice. Great use of text. Great footage. And that's fan art by our own personal staff member, Rebecca.
Yeah, I
Schinfeld.
needed something art
Right.
nearby, and that was on my wall. So, yeah, we'll do a little fan art roundup. We're calling it Gettin' Fan Art.
Right, and this doesn't have to end today. This would be a part of future 12 holes. We get a lot of fan art. People like to draw. I like to draw, and I hope that inspires other people to draw. So if you like to draw us, and sometimes we don't like to look at ourselves, draw somebody else. You've seen a lot of characters on the show. Davis, Signtar, Tim Peanut. You could draw any of them and send us that art, or something that has nothing to do with it, and introduce a whole new thing. It's all art. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be drawn. It could be imitated. It could be sculpture. Whatever you like. You're the artist.
We'll pull up this first one. Egg-laying Mammal says, my husband made this for you just now during the show. Hope you like it.
TK Shogun.
TK Shogun.
In the chat is the username.
This I love. I feel like
beautiful.
I was saying we should make a whole children's book out of Zach and Davis.
I think that's something that I could talk to my agent. We can meet with a publishing company, Random House, and this would be a great. Let me just tell you, this won't be random when we make this book. It'll be smart. That's us out on the North Georgia at the start of the Appalachian Trail. I'll help write it with TK Shogun, and he'll do the illustrations. And there we're off to do the trail, Davis and I.
And the overlying themes are sort of believing in yourself, setting goals, and, facing your fears directly.
Right.
Turning them into success.
That's it. Something I struggle with every day. Facing my fears, talking with people. Sometimes I get a little bit of a social anxiety. Davis helps me out in this great book. It's about a 40-page book, and then halfway through the book, we have a really funny, lighthearted thing where Davis loses his hat, and he has to find his hat for the rest of the book.
You know what's really amazing about this TK Shogun? I want to compliment you on, look at the highlights on Zach's, the sun hitting Zach's black suit. That's not easy to do because you have to pre-design the negative space where the highlights will be.
Right.
We get a little tight on that computer. Yeah, look at that.
It's really great.
Yeah.
I look like a cool.
Captured
I almost
you
look like a villain, but very nice, gentle guy over there. Imagine if you were in the park and you happened to look up and saw that guy just standing there.
I'm a thigh guy, not a wing guy.
Just holding.
Davis almost looks frowning.
Silently holding a sloth puppet out at your local city park, dressed in all black, head to toe.
You can't see my eyes. My glasses are kind of covering my eyes, so you can't see what I'm doing.
Is it Tanner?
Or it could be Tanner.
Is that the twist of the children's book at the end?
His head spins completely.
It was Tanner.
180.
No, it's a nice kid.
It's a good kid's book. There's nothing insidious about it. Swap into the clouds, won't you?
Random House calls it a bright new voice in the children's book literary scene.
I could see them having on the local news, hey, we're joined by children's book author Zach White. Tell us about the swap into the clouds. It all started when we received a great piece of fan art on Gettin fan arted on the William Street Swap Shop from TK Shogun. And then they'll be like, you've already made about a dozen of these books. You're super wealthy. You already have a house next to Anthony Kiedis. Is it true he takes out people's trash? And I'll say, yeah. And guess what? After he takes out the trash, he doesn't do drugs anymore, so we hang out and have, sometimes I'll try and get him a soda or a cup of tea.
Yeah. Just an energy drink every once in a while.
Anthony, put this in your bloodstream. And I toss him the monster drinks. Like, you're a monster, Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at the next piece of
the next one, not to let me feel left out. I like when this happens. They sent another one, TK Shogun again.
Right.
Via Egg-laying Mammal, sort of like his talent agent.
Right.
And this one is called A Very Sly Mattypuss. They have they have this kind of a weird allegiance to the platypus animal.
Right.
Egg-laying Mammal and TK Shogun.
You almost look like you're powering up or something, like you're a Dragon Ball Z character there.
Yeah.
You're wearing your new belt we just got with the American flag on it.
I know, I should have worn it for this right now.
Got a great head of hair, all black, but still likes to party.
All right, we'll move on to the next fan art showcase here. We got a lot.
That's it, yeah.
And this one we've been can we do craft beer stuffs first? Because he's been waiting patiently.
Yeah, let's take a look at his.
He sent it a little while ago.
His has been sitting in there for a while. It's been a while since we've drawn up this concept.
If it's ready. There we go. This little NBD Photoshop he did.
So he made this. In return, we sent him a shirt. And if you haven't received a shirt yet and you'd like to receive one that's not a medium or small, send us some fan art.
I love this one because there's a lot of Easter eggs in it. You got Davis. I guess it's probably Tanner on the left.
Yeah, what the heck is he?
Because he's destroying
Atlanta. Midtown Atlanta, yeah.
And then you got Tim Peanut with very jaunty jean legs, which we haven't seen his lower body before.
And this, I would like to think Tim is is saving the day and not helping harm the city. He's just there posing, like,
Right.
take a pic real quick before I beat this guy up.
Yeah.
And then he's about to beat the heck out of Davis.
beating the
Tanner.
heck out of Davis
Yeah.
/ Tanner.
Right.
And if you get real tight at the bottom, look who we got down there. Who's that? It's Ross, the carbon monoxide
Checking
cleaner.
the Piedmont Park for carbon monoxide.
A lot of neat Easter eggs.
That's where he would be, I think. He's got a tarp out. Just get under the tarp if things get bad, is what he always told me. Get under the tarp if things get bad. Forget about the school, the fire drill, get under the tarp.
And over to his left are some active seniors. They retired. You thought they'd retire to the suburbs? Guess again. They're right in Midtown Atlanta, in the city, where all the action is. I see it a lot these days.
Yeah. Always out. People are always outside moving and grooving.
They say, my golden years are still ahead of me. Best years of our lives together. I'm so glad I married you, and you've been my soulmate all this time. Thanks for still loving me, even though now I'm old, but guess what? I'm in great shape because we're active seniors.
It's never gotten old running with you, even though we are old now.
Later on, they'll wheel 2 clawfoot tubs out into the park and sit in them next to each other to imply that they're going to have intercourse. You've seen those commercials,
Yeah,
right?
of course. I know what they're for. But me?
He says, hey, honey, I got a great idea. Let's go get the 800-pound clawfoot tubs out of our garage.
Drop it out in Piedmont Park.
And wheel them out into the city.
Yeah. People will know what's up after that.
And then we'll sit side by side in it.
Right.
In them.
Hey, now we're starting to go from PG-13 to a little bit of PG-16.
It's all right.
But we don't have any 16-year-old interns. They went home for the semester, so we're okay. We can talk about
Ethan's not in the room anymore.
Yeah. We have a couple more pieces of art, but we're running out of time.
Yeah. We, well, should we save it for the next episode of Getting Fan Arted?
Yeah. Send us more of your fan art. We have a couple more great ones that we'd like to show. We'll save those for the next time on Getting Fan Arted. It's been a really great new segment, Matt.
I just it's fun to say, too.
Yeah.
We've asked for a couple things. So remember the good deal for the apron.
Right.
Fan art for Getting Fan Arted. And, of course, swaps, which we didn't even get to today.
Right. We haven't even looked at any items. But
always be sending those. And there's so many things we haven't done today.
Right. And I think tomorrow, we've been putting it off, and I've mentioned it, we're going to have Tim Peanut's hype video tomorrow. Finally ready.
You gonna say that into the camera and promise it to America?
I promise. Tomorrow afternoon, we will have the Tim Peanut hype video ready. It's going to be really funny. It's going to be lit AF.
The future of Peanuts is here.
You're going to love it. The wait has been worth it. I hope.
Dennis, clip this out, and tomorrow we're going to replay it for Zach, and we'll have a countdown. Did he really make the hype video in time?
Believe me.
But
that's
till
all
then,
I ask.
Really trustworthy. Tim Peanut saved my life.
all I do is pee. No, I don't like that one.
Tim Peanut is really trustworthy.
We thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you so much.
On this
As always.
journey.
A lot of great stories today. We redeemed ourselves. I feel a lot more better. I feel cleansed. I feel ready to take on the rest of my day.
I can't wait. So much stuff on this sheet we're going to get to tomorrow. It's going to be a high-octane episode.
That's it.
We invite you to join us back then. And until then, it's a deal.
It's a deal.